Thanks, Kirk. Good morning, everyone. Mental illness affects 1 in 5 Canadians at some point in their life. Today, Bell is trying to break down the stigma associated with mental illness by getting people talking about it. With more on Bell Let's Talk Day, we go to Melissa Lamb. And Melissa, how can people make a difference today?
Well, Annette, it's pretty easy. Talking or texting today can help raise awareness and money for research on mental illness. Bell will donate 5 cents from every text message or long-distance call. And new this year, 5 cents will also be donated from any official retweet of their Twitter account. Now, the goal is to get people talking about mental illness and to help break down the stigmas so that people can get the help they need.
I really felt as though I was going to die. I felt as though there was no point in making dreams or goals for myself because I didn't know when I would, live or if I would be awake the next day.
I felt like sort of stabbing myself, killing myself.
I felt like such a burden to my entire family, to all the people who cared about me, because I was so hard to love.
And Bell Let's Talk is currently trending on Twitter, and if you know someone who needs help, you can call the Kids Help phone at 1-800-668-6868. And also tonight, CTV will host a special on mental illness at 7 o'clock. Annette?
All right, Melissa, thanks for that. Well, the latest look at Ottawa's Lansdowne Park includes more green space, a skating rink, and a water plaza. The new plans were unveiled at City Hall yesterday. The horticultural building will still be one of the highlights of the park. The historic building will remain essentially the same, with architects adding windows to the north side. Frank Clair Stadium will get a major overhaul with seating for more than 22,000 people that can be expanded for crowds of up to 24,000.
This park is going to be phenomenal. If we wait for perfection, nothing will happen, and that's what's happened at Lansdowne. We've waited for the perfect solution, and we have a series of rundown buildings, asphalt galore.
The city has committed to the relocation, the restoration, and the redesignation, so we're looking forward to that commitment following through.
And you can voice your opinion on the design at a committee meeting held on February 16th. The federal government is set on getting rid of the gun registry and has used its majority to limit debate on the issue. After a report on the long gun registry is released, parliamentarians will just have 1 day to discuss it. And when it goes to the third reading, debate will be limited to 2 days. The bill calls for the destruction of the long gun registry and means gun owners will no longer have to register their guns. Prime Minister Stephen Harper will meet China's premier today for economic talks, but he's also in that country working on cultural relationships. The Prime Minister started his trip in China with tourism in mind. He visited the China Youth Services Bureau, just one of the agencies that began promoting Canada as a tourist destination back in 2009. Since then, tourism to Canada has increased by 25%. Today, Harper is expected to sign agreements to further economic ties. Well, Rick Santorum is shaking up the Republican race for the White House. Santorum had a 3-state sweep last night, claiming victory in the Minnesota and Colorado caucuses, as well as the Missouri primary. The hat trick is giving frontrunner Mitt Romney a run for his money. He won the Colorado caucuses 4 years ago and was expected to win there again this year. Romney still has more delegates under his belt than any other candidate and is still considered to be the man to beat. Well, here at home, the University of Ottawa is celebrating a high-ranking score in a sustainability study. The University of Indonesia looked at nearly 180 universities around the world. It ranked them according to waste management, climate change, water usage, transportation, and green statistics. The University of Ottawa came in 19th in the study, just the second Canadian school on the list. The University of Nottingham in England came in first spot.